Milo and I are here, and guess what? Your boxes are. Oh, this is heavy, Milo. Your boxes are ready. And Mrs. Peterson and Milo and I are going to come to you and bring your box. I hope you're home. We were able to call and talk with almost every family. So if you're not home, I'm still deciding if I'm just going to leave it with your address written on it and hope that it'll get left alone. People just think it was delivered by the mail. And hopefully people are honest and don't touch it. But Mrs. Peterson and I will have to decide. Especially, maybe it depends on your neighborhood. If you live in a normal, safe neighborhood, we'd probably leave it. And if we're not sure, then we'll probably bring it with us, and then you'll have to come to my house and come get it. What do you think of that? So I hope you will be home this afternoon. So Mrs. Peterson is taping all the boxes shut, and so she's upstairs in my living room doing that. And Milo and I wanted to really quick show you what is going to be in the box. Okay, give you a little sneak peek. Have you ever watched an unboxing video before? Well, that's what this is. I'm going to take the things out and show you what kind of things we put in here and talk about them just a little bit. I want to keep this short. Okay, so Milo, we got to find a place for you to sit so that you, let me see. If I put Milo here, can you still see me okay? All right. So, okay. Now, I just grabbed a box. Okay, this one happens to belong to Castile. But everybody's is mostly the same. Okay? So, this is what you're going to find when you open your box. I'll show you it. It just looks like papers right now. So, I will take them out and I'll hold them up and I will show you. Okay? So, this is the letter that I posted this morning that describes what's in the box, and then on the back side, when we're going to do each of the activities. All right? There are a few things that are just bonus. We threw them in there, and your child can go at it. Okay? There are a few things we just don't mind if they do that. All right, so that's in the box. Now, your child, I'll show you that in a second. Your child has any artwork that they've created that we still had in our classroom, it's in here with one exception. I just did not have time yet to take apart all of our class books and the journals from our take-home bags. So those, it won't be very much. I can either put them in our graduation packet that'll probably come mid to end May, or I'll just put it in the mail for you. So one of those two things, okay? So I am aware that there are a few things, but I won't reveal how early in the morning I was still up from yesterday. So anyhow, let's go through some of them. I did get a couple of our class books taken apart, but not all of them. So if you made a Super Friend page, here's a bonus. I had an extra copy of this sheet, and you already have the laminated one. But when I printed this, I thought it was weird how it printed, that it was faded. So I printed it again, and it did it again. Anyway, I never did throw it away, so you can have it. Your child dictated a how-to for us. So if your child told us how to build a snowman, and we wrote down word for word what they said. It's really cute, some of them, what they said. And then they colored the snowman. So that is in there. The beginning of the year, we have we had the kids draw a picture of who's in their family. We did that. When we talked about colors, they colored a crayon and told us their favorite color. Excuse me, it's a tickle. I'm healthy. And they drew a picture of what they would like to be when they grow up. So those are the kinds of things that we did as class books. All right, here's some of our artwork. Your child may have some things that are not in this particular box, or this particular box might have something that your child didn't do, so it's not in there. So from our Western week, we made horses and cowboy boots and cactus pictures, and those are in there. Oh, by the way, a lot of the cactus pictures had no names. So I will do another post. I need to spend 2 solid days relaxing and not doing any work. So when I get back to it, I'm going to take a picture of the things that don't have names on them, and I will label them in a way that then you can say, oh, number 3 belongs to my child, or so forth. Okay? So, made that. Anyway, one of our name writing activities for our name wall, our art name wall. Ooh, here's something I mentioned in the letter. Is their self-portraits. Their selfies, we called them. So, that is this right here. So, every month we had the kids draw a picture of themselves and write their name. And we did it the whole school year, every month. If your child has one missing, there may be 1 or 2 children that have 1 month missing. It's just because we did it on a day they were absent, and we just didn't catch it. So I apologize. Anyway, look for this book. Your child can color this, and then go toward the back and find the April page, and your child can do that page anytime now once you get it. So tell them it's time for April selfie, and they need to draw the picture in here and write their name up here. Let's see if they can do it without looking at their name anywhere. If they can just do it just from memory. Almost all of them should be able to do that by now. Okay. A few things that were in their portfolio, like remember when we did the 10 apples up on top? That's in here. Some other artwork that was in their portfolio and so forth. And if you came to conferences like right before we had to do the quarantine, then you already just saw all of this. So I'm going to skip that. But that's the kinds of things that are also included. And then the next thing you know what? I'm going to skip one because this is super quick. All right. I had enough of this specific copy, and it's very engaging, colorful pictures of animals that I just had to toss it in. And as a bonus, parents, if you need some new reading material, feel free to read it. These are, I was trying to clean and I need to unload, so I'm giving everybody 2 back issues of National Geographic, and they were sometime in this past decade. So, but if you're not interested in reading it, let the kids look at the pictures. There's lots of awesome pictures. There were a couple of them I thought, ooh, your child would like that one, and I tried to throw specific ones in for a couple of friends that I thought would catch their eye. Like Castile loves bugs and science, so I thought he would like to read more about these insects. So that kind of thing. And if your child wants to cut out pictures, it's yours. You can do whatever you want with it. If you don't want to do a thing, you just throw it in the recycle. So, all right, that is it for that. Okay. Now I'm going to get this box out of the way, and I will resituate all of this. Okay. So, I'm going to bring this, well, I'm going to bring this so I'm not turned backwards. Okay. There we go. This is better for me. All right. So, this is the goodies right here. So, I put all the stuff that is learning materials that we are going to be doing now forward through the end of the school year. They're in a big Ziploc bag. I put tape on it so to help hold everything in, okay? So you just, because the zipper doesn't zip, it just sticks up. So I'm going to open this up. I'm just going to take this off, and I apologize if this isn't getting too long. I cannot see a timer and how long I've been going for. So, okay. So I am carefully sliding the bag off. All right. There are two things that we've been using in our classroom that have your child's name and picture on it. So one of them is, it has Velcro on the back and it's small. Every day we had the kids check in their feelings, and we had a feelings board, an emotions board, and they would decide how they were feeling, and they would put their name on that. And if something happened and their feelings changed, they could go change it if they wanted to. So that's what that one is. And then there's one that's a little bit bigger. So when we were learning how to recognize our name, and when we first started question of the day, this is what they were using. Or when we were doing small groups, I would put this on the table where I wanted them to sit. So this is it's about 1 inch tall by about 4 inches wide. It's nice. You can put it right in front of them, or you can even use the card that's on the box, and it's a good visual for them to remember how to make their letters and what order the letters go in. So they use it a lot for working on their names. Okay. Milo stuck a little treat in there for everybody. It's a tiny little chocolate lollipop. So there's something in there from Milo. Okay. Now I'm going to go from the top back. All right. Matman. Everybody has a Matman kit. And this is a picture, so when you want to reference how to draw a picture of a person, you can look at this. Or if you want to look at this to remember how Matman gets put together. So, you've got that. All right, the next thing is, during the week of St. Patrick's Day, we were supposed to make this craft, and I had it all prepped and ready to go. And then we just talked about rainbows, and I still had it in my classroom. So I brought it home. I'm going to send it home with you guys. So please wait until I make a video on what to do with this. But it'll be a shape that looks like a cloud and stripes in rainbow colors. Okay, so please wait. I know it looks very fun and exciting, but if you start doing stuff with it now, who knows what it'll end up with. Okay, so so that was something I was really looking forward to doing with you guys, so I hope you'll wait for me. All right, that scavenger hunt from class tag, I made a little label to remind you that what that's from. Okay, and I don't remember if I actually launched the video or not, but I did make a video talking about this. So that's one thing. Okay. So those are the super fun things that are right in the front. Okay. Now, we are going to have a Matt and Molly every week except for the very last week of the school year. So, I have enough booklets for you to do that, and they're all together with a rubber band. Having this all organized for you was very important for me. So, I hope that that nothing busts open on our way to your house and makes a mess. Okay, now I'm going to go right down in order, but I'm going to try to do super quick. All right. So this is our schedule. We've already been discussing this on the calendar. You can post this near your child's learning area, and it's a visual for them for what day we will do next in the week. Okay? So we have our long 4-day weekend, and then while you're doing your 4-day weekend, you can also do Milo and Mr. Munch or any of the activities that you haven't done during the week or something you want to do again. Okay? Tuesdays when we come back, Wednesdays is Whacking Wednesday, and on that yellow sheet I listed exactly what we are doing for each of these things for each of the weeks, okay, and so forth. Zoom days, 10 o'clock on Thursdays, and for the next 6 weeks we're going to have a star every week, so we're going to give them time to be in the spotlight. And then kindness days, and I have suggestions. Please don't feel like you have to do the kindness things, because a couple of them are ideas that might require spending a little money, and I don't want you to spend money you don't have. So please, you're not obligated. They're suggestions, okay? So, all right. Now, we are at this age, we're really into using visuals with the kids, because they're not reading yet. And you know what? Even me, I need a visual, right? When you have to drive somewhere, there's signs on the road. You need to see so you know what to do or where to go, right? So, but these are for kids. Kids function so much better when they know what's going to happen next, and when they see that visual cue, it reminds them and it helps them be more independent. Okay, so I have a packet on here. This is written by a colleague of mine, and I follow her blog. I mentioned Pre-K Pages. She is the founder of Pre-K Pages, and for teachers only, her part of her site is called the Teaching Tribe, and I'm a member of that. And she's on Facebook all the time. Anyway, so she made this just for you guys. Okay? She made this specifically for her teacher colleagues to print and share with our class. Not you specifically. All right, the reading logs for the rest of the year. So April, May, and June are all stapled together here. I thought I already sent you April, but I was looking through my bag of things and that I kept myself a copy of. I couldn't find it, so I'm guessing maybe I didn't send it to you. So I'm sending you another one just in case. All right, Matt and Molly. Now, all of the Matt and Molly's you need for the rest of the year are right here in one packet, and they are in order. Each week, take the one that's on the top, and then the next one underneath will be the one for the following week. So they're all in order. Just take this one and just pull it off. And I put it on the scrap part of the paper so it won't be affected by doing the activity. The rest of our letters for Mr. Munch. These are our letter sound cards. They are double-sided and they are in order. Okay, so this is the rest of the alphabet for the year. Your child, as the year was going, your child should have been bringing them home. So this is to complete the alphabet. All right, Mr. Munch. Our song that we sing, I Have a Hungry Friend, that's right here. And your child has their own copy of Mr. Munch, and it's a good size. Okay, so that is for you to use with that. Our Mr. Munch kit is that plus these cards. All right, I printed the whole alphabet, so the letters that we've done already, the P, the X, and the E, your child can get rid of those if they want to. All right. And they are all in alphabetical order. So you will have to kind of flip through to find the letters that we still need. But the yellow sheet and this sheet will tell you exactly which letters are coming up next. All right. So that should not be too hard for you to follow along with. All right. I have friends who are hungry for workbooks. So I have this right here, 11 through 20. Now, one thing I want to point out is there's 20 spots on here, guys. All right. So the number is 11. You can't color in all the spots because you'll have colored 20 spots. So I use this when I do summer school. And so what I would taught the kids to do is take a marker and touch each circle as they count to the number of the day. So they would count 1, 2, 3, 4, and as they did that, it would put a tiny little polka dot inside the circles, and then they knew exactly which ones to color, and then they would stop. They would know when to stop. All right. And then a coloring book of all of the letter pictures. A is for apple, Z is for zebra, so that the whole alphabet. Except, no, it isn't the whole alphabet. This, even the ones that you already received, I put it in here so it all be really nice because it's all back to back like a book. Okay. And alphabet crafts. Show me a thumbs up if you loved doing the alphabet crafts, like the P is for pig and the X is for X marks your spot. Yeah, and the E for elephant. So those, I did not give you another one of the 3 we just did, but I did the rest. Okay. So, and the cover shows us a thumbnail size of what the letters could look like when you do them. You can color them any colors you wish, but this is a suggestion on how to assemble them. All right. And I gave you enough paper to put your letter crafts on. And then when you're all finished, you can put them all in order and staple them on the sides and make a book. That'd be really fun. Okay, and then there are a couple, we're almost done here. So a little bit more of work with 10 frames. You can use a Q-tip and paint, or a fingertip with some paint, or you can just use I would recommend not markers because this paper is thin and it will go through because it's two-sided. Okay, so you do this side and you can do this side. So you'll do 1 through 10 2 times. And then this is a bonus. I have a couple bonuses here. All right. First of all, this is called sequence books. In this age, children really start to learn that certain things always happen in the same order or need to happen in a specific order. So there are, I want to say, 7 different sequence books for your child to do. Now there are directions here. I will try, I'm not going to promise, but I will try to make a video on how to do one of these. And it's fairly easy. Once you do one, the rest are the same. And those you do on your own if your child needs something to do while you have to do something else. Like mom or dad, if you have to do a Zoom meeting or a phone call but your child's bugging you. Something like this is perfect for them. I had these all copied and ready to go for this past week, but school got closed and I did not have the chance to send them to you. So it's rainbow writing. There's 2 ways you can do it. Your child can just write each number with a different color, or pick one color and write all the numbers and then put that marker down, and then pick up a new color and trace them again, and just keep going, building colors on them. And then after you see 4 or 5 colors on the numbers, it looks like you wrote it with a rainbow pencil or a rainbow marker. So that's really fun. And at conferences, we talked about subitizing. Remember, it's being able to recognize a small group of things really quickly. So one way to do that is to play with some dice. I will work on making a video on how to assemble these. But if you don't want to wait for me, you have to cut on the very outside lines. And moms and dads or helpers, grandma, you might want to do that part for your child. You might just need to do this part. But you cut all the way around, and then the other lines you fold, and then you fold it all up and you tape it together, and it will make a box. It'll be like a paper dice cube. So that is everything in the kit. A couple of you that are going, the few of you that are going to be Star of the Week, your packet is the very number 2 thing in the box. The yellow sheet is first, and then your Star of the Week is next. And so that is it. It sounds like Mrs. Peterson's almost done taping our boxes together. So Milo and Mrs. Peterson and I, we're going to put all the boxes in our cars, and then we will be on our way to you very soon. Okay, so we will see you in a little while. And we're so excited. We hope you're able to come. It's nice out, so we're hoping maybe you want to just stand outside, but on your porch, and we'll stay far enough back that we don't have to have any worries about any germs. All right, we'll see you in a little while. Okay, bye-bye.